Hello guys, in this video, let's learn Retell Lecture in a simple manner. Also, after learning it, we will be implementing few answers and submit those answers to AI and check the result. So here is the task overview, how Retell Lecture looks in the real test.
After listening to the lecture, in 10 seconds, please speak into the microphone. Retell what you have just heard from the lecture in your own words. You will have 40 seconds to give your response. So this is the instruction which is in the little italics. Now here you have the lecture playing. The structure of Retell Lecture is very simple. First lecture comes, now the lecture.
With the vagus nerve up to the brain.
Right? Once this lecture is finished, you will be given 10 seconds of preparation time. Then after 10 seconds of preparation time, you will have 40 seconds of answering time. So Retell Lecture is all about lecture, 10 seconds of preparation time, and 40 seconds of answering time. This is what happens in Retell Lecture.
So 3 secrets about Retell Lecture. Number 1, Retell Lecture gives you score in speaking and listening. It doesn't give you enormous amount of score, but it gives you some score in speaking and listening. There is no need to understand the lecture completely when you are listening and when you are supposed to retell the lecture. So only taking some quality keywords from the audio is important. Understanding the audio completely is not important. Third one. So proven template can help you avoid any problems in Retell Lecture, right? If you practice with, if you practice couple of things, collecting keywords and using a perfect template, you can do it perfectly and comfortably. Retell Lecture numbers. So in the real test, you get either 1 question from Retell Lecture or 2 questions from Retell Lecture. Either 1 or 2 questions you will receive. So when you answer these 1 or 2 questions perfectly, you get a score of 10 plus marks in speaking and 10 plus marks in listening, right? So the maximum score anybody can achieve in speaking is 90 marks and listening is 90 marks. So in that 90, the contribution of Retell Lecture is close to 10 marks. Right? The listening 90's contribution, for the listening 90, the contribution of Retell Lecture is again close to 10 marks. Now let's learn the method in a simple, easy manner. While there are 3 things in Retell Lecture, guys, as you have seen, there is a lecture. After lecture, there is 10 seconds of preparation time, and then again, there is a 40 seconds of answering time. Lecture, 10 seconds of preparation time, 40 seconds of retelling time. So when the lecture is going on, you write down 10 to 15 keywords on an erasable noteboard. It is better to write these keywords on 5 lines on your erasable noteboard so that you can comfortably pick the keywords from the erasable noteboard and integrate them or connect them with the template well. So you are taking 10-15 keywords. Keywords are nothing but the important words from the audio. So what are important words? Usually names are important, numbers are important, right? Any, words that are related to topic that are important. So these things you will take from the audio. You will write them down on erasable noteboard, preferably on 5 different lines. Now, lecture is over. You have 10 seconds of preparation time. In this 10 seconds of preparation time, don't try to do many things. What you simply can do is, you can get ready with the first line. The primary purpose of the lecture was, and some keywords. So you get ready with the first line. I'll demonstrate how to answer question in the next part of the video. All right. So 10 seconds preparation time is also over as you prepare to come up with the first line using template and the first set of keywords. And then when the recording starts, you connect the keywords with template. Okay, so the template and keywords will make the answer. All right, so you have to speak in the flow. So some part of template, some part of keywords can make it an answer. All right, so when you finished, you can click the next button immediately without any delay. All right, now we shall practice maybe 1 or 2 questions in Retell Lecture using AI-powered practice portal. Guys, now you have understood 3 steps of answering Retell Lecture. Let's implement these 3 steps and let's look at different types of answers and different types of scores. Okay, we will experiment on different types of answers using our artificial intelligence. Now, the first question. Recording starts. First question. I'm listening to the audio.
At some point in your life, maybe even now, you might wonder whether freelancing is right for you. You'll need a few things to be successful. First, you'll need a skill that's in demand. This can be as universal as driving a car to as specialized as neurosurgery, and it can be in pretty much any field. The more people who want your skill, and the fewer people who have it, the more you can charge for your services. Next, you'll need to transform yourself into an entrepreneur. Before freelancers can do any work, they have to find it. That takes marketing your services, negotiating contracts, building a network of satisfied clients, and a whole set of administrative skills like project management, time management, and accounting. And thirdly, if you can afford it, it's probably a good idea to budget for some benefits for yourself and maybe your family. Freelancers don't automatically get perks that some salaried jobs offer, like paid vacation or sick leave, life insurance, college tuition, or retirement plans.
Preparation time is over. I should be ready with the first line. The lecture was all about freelancing. I'm ready with the first line. The lecture was all about freelancing, skills in demand. The first important point of the lecture was driving a car, neurosurgery. The second important point of the lecture mentions more people who want your skill, more you can charge. The third essential point of the lecture was entrepreneurship, marketing your service, project management, accounting. It was concluded by mentioning benefits for yourself, vacation, college, tuition, and retirement. Now, it gives a feedback, guys. The feedback is, the content is 5 on 5. Fluency is 5 on 5. Pronunciation is also 5 on 5. That's the feedback I received from the artificial intelligence. Now, these 3 are correct. Now, is it possible to get good score in Retell Lecture without having the oral fluency? Let us experiment. Let the audio finish, guys. I already wrote notes for this audio, so I'm not listening to this audio. Once the audio starts, we will check this without oral fluency. Let me give the answer and see what happens with the score. I'll keep the notes ready for myself. The lecture was all about freelancing and skills and demand. The first important point of the lecture was any universal skill like driving, neurosurgery. The second point was all about more people you want, more people want your service, more you can demand. The fourth point was, entrepreneurship, marketing your service. It was concluded by mentioning benefits for yourself. Let's ask the AI for the feedback. Right. So it gave me a bad score, guys. See, it says like the content is okay. It says the content, how much. Content is 3.8, which is not bad because still it's a valid answer. Now, pronunciation, if you see 3.9, it suffered. Now, oral fluency, if you see 2.1. So overall, because of the oral fluency, the score has come down. So the moral of the story is very simple. When you are retelling the lecture, the retelling has to happen in a flow, not using actually these fillers and pauses. Now, we shall experiment on the same question. I'll do one thing. I'll play the same question audio.
Yes, sir.
Right. For the same question, this time around I give answer minus pronunciation. Okay. With bad pronunciation. So fundamentally, we are trying to understand, can somebody achieve good score in Retell Lecture when he or she has Bad pronunciation, very bad pronunciation. Is it possible or not? We will see. Let the audio finish, guys. Recording is going to start in the next 7 seconds. I have to use bad pronunciation. The lecture was all about freelancing, skills in demand. The first important point of the lecture was driving a car or neurosurgery. The third point was more people want your service, more you can charge them. The fourth point of the lecture was entrepreneurship and marketing your service, project management. It was concluded by saying benefits for yourself, vacation, college tuition fee, retirement plan. Yes, and pronunciation is bad. Let's see what kind of score comes out. The score with bad pronunciation is the pronunciation score is first of all 2.5. 2.5 is pronunciation score, right? And content score, you can see content also suffered because of the bad pronunciation, 3.3. Sorry, oral fluency is around 3.9 because the content was flowing. Although the pronunciation was bad, the content was flowing. And one last example we will see, guys. Now, by using very limited keywords, very limited keywords, can somebody get the score in Retell Lecture or not? So I use more of my template, less of my keywords. With limited keywords, with very few keywords, can somebody score well in Retell Lecture? Let's see. Now, with less keywords, let me answer. It is getting started in next 3 seconds. The lecture was all about freelancing. The first important point of the lecture was driving a car. The second important point of the lecture was more people want you, more money they pay. The third important point was marketing your service. The fourth important point was project management. It was concluded by saying benefits for yourself. Submitting for AA feedback. All right. So you can see, guys, now here the oral fluency part is not bad. It is still around 3.2, and then the pronunciation is all good. So it gave me a score of almost 3.4, right? And then content score is just 1. Okay, so this is the problem when you have very limited keywords in your answer. So this is the problem. Same happens when you use irrelevant keywords also. So please avoid using irrelevant keywords, limited keywords. Supply good number of keywords, like 10 to 15 keywords if you can supply in an answer. So the score will be good.
Experience the feedback that's 90 to 100% in line with PT official test on our practice portal. Plan starting from just 499 rupees or $6. Click link in the description or call the numbers to start your practice.
The mistakes you have to avoid in Retell Lecture are these mistakes. Number one mistake is focusing on deep understanding of the audio. And when you start focusing on the audio, when you try understanding the audio, what can happen? The notes writing can take a back seat. The notes writing can be neglected or it can be minimized. All right. So it's better your focus should be on taking the keywords rather than understanding the audio completely. I'm not asking you to completely ignore the audio. So you are listening to the audio at a surface level just to write the keywords. So this is going to be beneficial. Number 2, writing keywords and listening at the same time. So guys, this thing you should take care. When you heard a keyword, let's say globalization is a keyword you heard from the audio. When you're writing the spelling of globalization on erasable noteboard, at that point of time, don't focus on the audio. Okay, so when you're writing, you're completely writing. When you're listening, you're completely listening. So don't carry out the dual task while you're writing the notes for Retell Lecture, which is beneficial for you. Third thing is, while you're giving the answer, please avoid these fillers like, actually, all these things. So it's not beneficial if you do it. It's going to hamper the score. Fourth one, pausing in between. So when you are retelling the lecture, so avoid, unnecessary pauses. Avoid awkward pauses in between, right? The fifth mistake that you have to avoid is writing unclear keywords. Some students have observed when they write the keywords on erasable noteboard, and when at a time, when they have to use those words, they're unable to read what they have written. So your keywords, what you're writing on erasable noteboard, should be readable. I'm not expecting you to write them in an aesthetic manner, in a beautiful manner, not necessary, but the keywords what you're writing should be readable. Another mistake is some students write shortcuts for the keywords, but they're unable to decode what they have written, which is a joke basically. So please avoid writing unclear keywords, number one. Number two, do not write those words which you cannot pronounce. Okay, so the keywords when you're taking, do not use such words which you cannot pronounce. For example, somebody cannot pronounce the word obnoxious, right? So there's no point writing the rough spelling of obnoxious, right? Because you are not in a position to pronounce it. So avoid writing those words which you cannot pronounce. And third thing is writing so many keywords. If you have written, let's say, 30 keywords, 35 keywords, okay, so it is difficult to incorporate, use those keywords in the template and finish the answer within the time. So keywords should be in the range of 10 to 20. If you are into writing combo keywords, like for example, environment, pollution, combo keyword, right? Okay. So global economy, combo keyword. Just economy, single keyword. If you are into writing combo keywords, even if you write 10 keywords, it's enough. But if you are into writing more of solo keywords, like single word keywords, you may have to write more keywords. But in my opinion, in our experience, guys, writing combo keywords, using combo keywords in your answer is beneficial to get the good score. All right. And trying to write long sentences from the audio. So guys, long sentences are hard to catch, number one, hard to remember and hard to write. So if you are into writing long sentences, you are on the wrong track. So don't do that. So instead of writing a long sentence, from the long sentence, pick up the essence, like, some 3-4 words you pick up and you write down. This is something beneficial for you. And last thing, you should not be trying to speak for all 40 seconds. Maybe you have to speak for anywhere in the range of 20 to 35 seconds. It's better. It is safe range. Don't assume that you speak for complete 40 seconds or 39 seconds, you get more score. It's not about that. It's about the quality of the answer. What PT looks for is the content that this person spoke, right? Is it relevant content or not? Number one, it says. Is it sufficient content or not? Number two. Number three, after content makes it what? Relevant or irrelevant, right? Content is the basic thing. Then after that, the fluency. Did the user speak fluently or not? Fluently means without any fillers and pauses. It's going in a natural manner. Is the pronunciation acceptable or not? So these are the three things: content, oral fluency, pronunciation are the criteria. If you are satisfying these three criteria, there is no need to speak for complete 40 seconds. Now, take the quiz to assess your understanding and improve your skills.
Early mornings, late night grind, dreams and goals are on my mind. Practice tests and study guides, with every step I'm reaching high. PTE, I'm coming strong, with every word I sing my song. Reading, writing, listening to, speaking out, I'll break on through. Fill in the blanks, I know the way. Vocabulary, don't lead me astray. Sentence reorders, paragraphs tight. Each challenge faced, I'll do it right. PTE, I'm coming strong, with every word I sing my song. Reading, writing, listening to, speaking out, I'll break on through. Fill in the blanks, I know the way. Vocabulary, don't lead me astray. Sentence reorders, paragraphs tight. Each challenge faced, I'll do it right. B-test done, I face the fear. Score reports, the goal is near. Every mistake a lesson learned. Confidence in me, it's been earned. Exam day's here, I feel the vibe. Calm and steady, it's my time. Computer screen, we're face to face. I've got this now, success, it's here to stay. My dreams achieved, I'm on my way. Victory's mine, I've crossed the line.